now?
No, I haven't been either.
I can check the spreadsheet. I know. Okay, all 3 rounds are finished up, so we're just going to be waiting for the other lobbies to get together.
Okay.
And as soon as I hear the go, we'll go ahead and get started. We just don't start the matches. You know, I don't think you were here for the last tournament, but when we were doing the seeds as well. But we don't start the matches till everybody's there because everybody's playing on the same map. We don't want to give people an advantage.
Yeah.
Apparently, Tubat can't see the Group B lobby, so
Oh dear.
that does sound vaguely problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pop open a couple other streams so I can keep track of what's going on better.
Ooh, yuck.
Come on, don't die on me. Alright, Rahi's grabbing some water, that's fine. Meanwhile, my browser's dying.
Oh dear.
Just get rid of these. Come back. I give up. I won't try and look at those streams anymore. I'll get rid of these streams too. Problem was, I had legitimately like 7 streams up.
No,
And it finally just gave up and was like, no.
that's never good.
Well, you know, I was watching some Counter-Strike earlier while I was playing Overwatch, and I was watching Overwatch when I wasn't playing Overwatch, because you can't play Overwatch and watch Overwatch at the same time.
No.
And then I had all the off-world streams up.
Oh dear. I was playing Overwatch last week or week before. Quite funny.
Overwatch is fantastic. It's a good game.
It is a good game, yeah. I'm very late to that, but there we go.
I mean, oh man, why am I tired? Actually, I know why I'm tired. It's because my cat woke me up at 5:30 and like didn't give up on getting fed until 8.
Really? Jesus.
Look, he's been on a diet. He hasn't been happy about it. And then we went and left him for a weekend, last weekend.
Oh dear, I bet that went down well.
He's been unhappy about
Yeah,
that ever since. It's just like,
he's getting his revenge, isn't he?
yeah, pretty much. That's what it comes down to. Alright, DT's away. At least DT, I appreciate this from him. He steps away from his computer and he unreadies so that I can't start the game without him. I appreciate that. That's good.
Well, it's good for him, bad for us.
Well, I mean, if he wasn't here, we'd probably just have to restart the game again, and that would be sad. And,
Not really. It would be a fair handicap for him, I think.
oh, that's reasonable. Although it is Ceres. DT doesn't like Ceres.
You seemed to like it well enough earlier.
Alright, I actually have a message now. Maybe we can get started as soon as DT comes back.
Excellent.
I'm not sure. It depends on what it is. Okay. It says we're all ready to go. So as soon as DT gets here, we're just going to get going.
Okay, good.
But I know, right, Gawky, trying to keep a cat on a diet is not an easy thing. He is 100% against it. And usually starts asking for food like an hour before he gets fed. Alright, DT's back.
Oh. Interrupted your talk about your cat.
I'm fine with it. Look, you just gotta find ways to kill time and be remotely entertaining. Because if there's anything I hate, It's streamers that just sit there and don't talk while there's nothing and don't know any way to be remotely interesting while there's nothing to actually talk about on screen. Speaking of that, hello everyone and welcome to round number 2 of our Series FFA tournament here on January 28th. At this point we've got Death Tacticus, Rainbow Ideology, Rahi, and Adderfield, and of course King Morgan still joining us for the additional commentary.
Hello, Zoltar.
Making my life so much easier. Alright.
We try. Well, it's quite a nice looking map actually.
Yeah, once again, pretty generous. I'm finding the salt in the southeast corner with the water interesting, but there's really not a lot else over there.
Oh, that is salt, is it?
Yep, that's going to be your salt, extra food production on those tiles. Pretty strange mechanic to me, but, you know.
There we go.
It is what it is.
So we're waiting for DT to found. He did
What is
come
happening with all these scavengers?
Some very brave people, I would say.
Well, I mean, it is a fair thing to point out that glass is expensive, chems are expensive, there's some money to be made there, but that's about it. So whoever manages to get to those first might be in a pretty dominant position. In Rainbow Ideology, I like this, going for the 1 carbon and double aluminum adjacent. That high aluminum price, that's going to be fantastic.
That is going to be good. He's going to get a little silicon as well, so obviously he's going to move into glass with his next 2 claims.
I like that start, especially with all these other scavengers. You know they're going to keep that carbon price down for you for the time being.
You do, but he's got... Oh, he's...
No,
oh.
Oh, no, he had such... Look.
So much promise.
I was so excited. I was too excited.
I'd love to see that.
Poor DT.
What's happening with Mr. DT?
Okay,
well,
his advantage. The iron shortage isn't something you generally want to see, but he shuts down his steel mills, he buys into it pretty heavily, and he will manage to make enough money on that to get to HQ too, so hopefully he's going to be alright moving forward. But you can see with this high power price, because of all these offices at the colony, those steel mills are not looking all that pretty. He's going to have to be worried about that and the debt he's going to gain as the game goes on.
Yeah, but also you got to look at it, he's got now a monopoly on iron and steel.
He does.
So if he can work it with a lovely little hacker array, then he's going to be sitting pretty. I mean,
certainly, and DT way more willing to do that than most players.
Oh god, yeah. I too would be quite happy to be in his shoes. Yeah, Rahi there, 3. It was interesting. I like the way he's moved into the glass. Gonna be hurting. It is aggressive. But why not? I mean, that's where the money is. Let's see him get into a little bit of power now, or maybe even some labs. But
alright, Rainbow Ideology, I like this decision at this point. I didn't like taking the carbon. I still maintain that taking the carbon was like a terrible, awful thing.
Dreadful.
But at least now we're seeing the silicon being used for some solar panels rather than trying to sell it down. Because selling it down would make life easier on Rahi. Rahi doesn't have enough silicon coming in to actually fund these glass kilns indefinitely. So I like this decision, going ahead using that silicon for something else rather than just making a profit.
Well, what I really dislike is the fact he's gone and split his claims, put 3 there. I mean, he's got 3 claims on carbon, he's got 3 claims on panels. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. He's not got enough claims around his base. He is going to struggle massively in the late game.
That is the concern. The other concern right now is that he still just doesn't seem to be making money anywhere, and with glass up at $158, it is going to be very difficult to continue to push through upgrades. Grabbing is another claim, but we are going to just need to see some kind of profit machine come down before long. These solar panels are not going to be helpful anytime soon.
I can't see where his profit's coming from.
Now they're really not helpful.
No. They're dead. Totally dead. I mean, he's...
I love Rainbow Ideology's found. It's such a good found, but that HQ level 2, I think, really tripped him up way too much. And now Rahi's going to be taking the lead off of it, I'd say.
I think you're probably right. Rahi's quite nicely set up. Bringing in a bit of uranium, a little bit of water. Got his power down. Not bad. I like it.
This perpetual motion auction could make things a little more interesting. 12,000, yeah.
It's a powerful one to have, especially on Ceres. If you can minimise your power requirements, then you're in a very good, very better situation than you were anyway.
I think that's easily worth the 18k debt that was paid for it across the course of this game.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, he's got to watch his debt a little bit, but he's got his reactors, got his nuclear plants down, so he'll be sitting reasonably pretty for the moment. He's making reasonable money, so it's not too bad. I mean,
Rahi wanting to stay aggressive in the black market with Spy down onto Adderfield, so he's apparently going to keep trying to use that power.
yeah, Dorfield's not a bad situation.
Power surge followed by the upgrade. I like it. Rahi, first to HQ4. Nice spot to be in.
Definitely. I quite like the way... I mean, I like the way he's only taken two carbon as well. 2 carbon claims. He's not set, but the other guys have had to chuck so many claims into keeping their carbon running, and carbon is so cheap that, yeah, that extra claim is going to be good for him later on, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. And Death Tacticus moving heavily into some power and running his steel and iron. He's overproducing iron.
Power shortage coming through is going to be nice for DT. He should get to start making money on this momentarily, and that's potentially the thing that can accelerate him back into this game solidly.
He's in a fantastic position, I'd say.
I mean, he needs to hit 4, and that... Ooh, good use of the goon squads there.
Beautiful.
Defending the 2 middle tiles keeps Power Surges from doing anything to him. Slowdown strike, though, can still be painful.
Yeah. I'd take that any day. Wow, Adorfield.
That's perfectly fine.
Adorfield's moved a long way over for his water. Sorry, Rainbow Ideology. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to go after that ice. That's an interesting decision to me, because there is a nice triangle, or, you know, a good diamond, not that far away from him when it comes to water. Could have also just dropped a triangle. If he's going to commit 3 tiles, could have just done that right next to Adderfield, just been a pain. That's the option I would have gone with, but, you know.
Yeah. But what really worries me, he's got 9 claims that are nowhere near his HQ.
Oh, that's right. That's just even more claims that are away from his base.
Exactly.
He needs teleportation.
He must have teleportation, or, well, we might as well write him off.
And Rahi's going after it now, so... I don't know, Rainbow Ideology. You're looking a little dead to me. We'll see how it goes. DT's still back at HQ3, trying to make power the best he can. I'm kind of concerned that he overcommitted to these nuclear plants. This is so much steel down the drain that could have just been used to hop up to that next HQ level. And power is dropping so fast.
My, I didn't realise that. Gosh. Yeah. There's exploiting stuff, and there's just going completely overboard and being a silly boy. And
Yeah, I think we've gone well into the second area.
yeah, I think we have somehow. Rye's going good. Adorafield's looking reasonably good. Ugh, liquid batteries. Well, I'd say Rainbow Ideology is in all sorts of trouble here.
Yep, down to that D bond rating now. Going after liquid batteries, but I don't see that doing a whole lot for the time being. I mean, you're talking about power, you're talking about water, and those just aren't that interesting right now.
No. I mean, maybe he's setting himself up for later on, but I'd much rather be in Rahi's shoes, to be fair.
I think everybody would like to be in Rahi's shoes, right? Got teleportation picked up, your HQ5 is a scavenger, you already had perpetual motion from so long ago.
Yeah, he's going to pop down a little hacker. That is his hacker array, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, no, it's a Dorafield's hacker array.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Just trying to get a little something done. I really like that decision from Adderfield at this point, because you were looking at a situation where you were the only guy in food, and look at food, it's $300. I don't think that's even a lie right now. It's just straight flat $300. Nobody has a stockpile.
Nope.
That's a really nice decision.
Yes, yeah. Oh, if he can start hacking that, then
Now Rahi's moving into some food,
he's got.
and I would love to see a power surge on it.
Wow, he's on the salt as well, isn't he?
Yep.
Excellent.
Some nice food.
These three.
Man, these
Wow.
farms are disgusting.
Yeah. That's 3.3 a second. That's amazing. Wow.
Oh, those farms are gross. They're just gross. They're just.
They're
I don't
beautiful.
have any other words for it.
I think they're fantastic.
Horrifying.
I wish they had salts when I was playing. Why
Oh,
is
trust
he?
me, we had salt when you were playing.
This says Mr. Saltmaster.
See, I would know.
You would, yeah? Oh,
Well,
you see, Rainbow Allergology, he's been forced to turn his solar panels into farms, and now he's just getting poached completely with those pirates.
yep, those pirates are going to be super painful.
How
Not
much
gonna be
is
happy to see those at all. And even if they're hitting water, water's up at 103 right now, so I'm not really going to be upset about that.
his shipping
Although,
costs? Wow.
Sometimes.
What was all that about? Well,
Pirates keep hitting carbon. Oh, that's just sad. That's sad place from the pirates. Rainbow Ideology finally knocked out by everybody else. Just nobody
Well.
wants him in the game anymore.
no. I think that's fair. I think that is fair.
No, it is entirely reasonable. I have to say though, I think Rainbow Ideology had a fantastic found, a great HQ level 1 in particular, because everybody else went for the double carbon. Rainbow Ideology was like, no, double aluminum for me. Had a chance to really take a great lead, but you need to put down something that's going to actually make you money, especially when glass is up at $160. You cannot just grab a whole bunch of random primaries and hope to survive on that. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. I mean, we were so excited for him, weren't we? And then he took those 2 carbons, and it was just like, bye bye. Wow.
He's trying to make this happen. He has one more stock cell if he wants it.
Bold move.
It's not quite enough on its own, but it's close.
It's gonna be who's? He may get him. He may well get him.
Adderfield could jump in right now, just finish this off. I think it's a huge mistake he hasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer to keep him in the game.
You want Rahi in the game still as Adderfield? Well,
I don't know.
Rahi's going to stay in the game. DT maybe just a little slow on the stock selling. I'm not entirely sure if he could have picked that up or not, but
I don't think he could. No, I think he was just off.
I know he had the cash eventually, but I'm not sure if it was a stock timer lockout for him that prevented it or what, but Hatterfield just securing his own position.
I think he has to, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, DT would just turn the target onto him. Man, DT's looking in a good spot right now. He's just managed to get together so much money. I have to imagine a lot of that was just this water. As everybody else moves into food, everybody else already had reactors. DT just drops some solar condensers and makes it happen. Also stayed in some of these nuclear plants.
Yeah. He needs to work his debt off, though, doesn't he? He got fair. Well, it's 60k, which isn't too bad, but those reactors aren't really going to pay off for him anytime soon.
I mean, they aren't money, but at least they're keeping him from debt, and Adderfield certainly would have liked to not have as much as he does now.
Yeah, Dorafield, he's in a tricky position when it comes to debt.
Yeah. I think Rahi definitely still has the advantage this game, for sure. But DT has managed to pull things back more in his favor at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we need to see a hacker array come down from him, I think. I mean, a hacker
I'd like to
array.
see that a long time ago, probably.
Yeah. And start working especially the iron price. I mean, he could have made a fortune off it.
The concern with this, of course, is that obviously if you hack up these resources, it's making it a little bit harder for you to make transitions, put buildings down, but there's an easy counter to that, and just maybe dropping the patent lab, trying to get nanotech, dropping the optimization center, making sure you can make plenty of this resource. You have options. It would
Yeah.
be nice to see some of them exploited.
Yeah, but I mean, at one point he had 3 surplus iron per second, which, if you got 3 surplus, you can play with that with a hacker array quite easily.
You can indeed.
But
Extra nuclear plants coming down. It'd be interesting to see how those pay out with this high water price in particular.
yeah, power seems to be dropping slightly, so
Uranium's pretty expensive too, over 100 right now. Those nuclear plants. Ugh.
yeah, not many people. Has anybody actually got a uranium
Yeah,
surplus?
everybody has a little bit of uranium near DT, it looks like. except for Rainbow Ideology, of course, but he didn't have to worry about it when he was still in the game, so, with those solar panels.
Yeah, some people are... Yeah, it's not a big issue, I don't think. Oh, that's...
Maybe not,
Wow.
but you could make it into a big issue with some interesting mutinies combined with the hacker array. I don't know, I'd be tempted.
Have you seen that Pleasure Dome? That is doing some excellent work there for Rahi.
Yeah. Interesting to have the Pleasure Dome be quite that powerful. Scavengers, not bad contributors to it, though. A lot of people forget about that. I believe Scavengers are second best these days.
I believe so.
Expansives.
Yeah.
And there were 3 of them this game. Not a lot of robots happening, so a little bit strange, but it works out well on Ceres today.
It certainly does. Rahi, yeah, Rahi's still firmly in the lead there. DT, well, I think DT slightly dropped off recently. He hasn't. Oh, he's hacking. Is he hacking? No, that's
Yeah,
a
the hacker array somewhere.
Dorafield.
Yeah, and he's working on steel now. Only just now, though, he's still selling down steel actively. I don't know why that's going on when you've already got 146,000 in the bank. Hopefully he'll buy into that before the hack begins. Otherwise, these other players are going to get notified of it and could end up causing a problem.
Oh yeah, because they're scavengers, aren't they? So they're going to get advance notification.
Absolutely. All right, 24,000 claim auction going over to DT. I like that just fine. 24,000. I think a claim's absolutely worth it on Ceres.
Oh, definitely.
24,000 debt.
Oh, of course. Yeah, as long as you got a way to manage your debt, then take it in. Definitely. I mean, it's cheaper than buying a claim off the black market. So
Certainly is.
if he puts it to
Looks
good
like that's
use.
just being used to. He's got a nuclear plant. He's going into double optimization center now. Atterfield, what are you doing? Atterfield, what are you doing? Why?
What's he do? Oh, not an off-world market.
I mean, it's a lot cheaper this game, to be fair, because he is a scavenger,
Yeah, but it's
and the prices are a little better.
no, it's rubbish, Shiltar. Don't try to be nice. It's rubbish.
Can't. I have to look at it from all perspectives.
No, you don't.
I have to sit here going, maybe it's not bad, but maybe it probably is.
I'll tell you what, he lost the game for that.
Look, it's better than last time.
Oh.
He has thinking machines. Let's ignore the fact that there are slowdown strikes, dynamite, and mutinies available on the off-road for just a moment, and spies. And
Yeah.
spies. The thing I actually hate about this off-road market, and I am going to say that I hate this off-road market, is the fact that there's dynamite available. That's the big thing to me, because when you've got 4.5k dynamite available, now it's 6k, whatever, and somebody spots that off-world, and they could just throw dynamite at the goons and still be fine with it because they don't have an off-world you can reciprocate against.
That is true. But again, it's taking time to clear that goon squad, isn't it?
No, it does, and that's fine, but it's not very expensive. You're forcing really expensive goon squads out. You're not getting as much value out of the goon squad as you would like. I mean, it'd be better if there was a network virus or circuit overload, something like that, a tool you could use to blast through the goon squad. That's usually pretty cheap, but still, I hate this awful market.
Yeah, I don't like
I hate
it.
it with fiery and burning passion that's never going to leave.
I mean, he's in D debt as well, so he can't even re-goon it or anything.
You know,
I mean, that is... What's the repair going to be on that? A lot.
let's see, is that even... Yeah, it's not even... I mean, there's no holograms or anything, so everybody
No.
just knows about it. I'm
Yep.
almost surprised we haven't just seen a slowdown strike go that way. On the other hand, it's not that profitable of a building,
It's not, is it?
so who cares?
I mean, what's he making on the carbon launch? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
DT trying to make a food hack happen. That's bold.
It is bold, considering...
He's not even making food.
I mean, he
I
has...
mean, this can easily work pretty well, but
Well, he's frozen out Rahi, hasn't he, from the food market,
Exactly.
so...
he got the freeze, he has a stockpile. He's really trying hard to make this work.
Yeah.
Could pay off.
It could, but it's a lot of work for... I don't think it's going to pay off that much, to be honest.
I mean, food's pretty expensive. A hack's going to be a big deal. And what's more is, once again, these scavengers will be notified of this, and they're going to be like, oh, DT, he's not making food. Maybe I can buy into this. That could happen. That can just push the profits even higher if they try and get aggressive with it.
I think probably that's what he's hoping for, isn't it? That one of them will spot it and think, "Oh, quick! I'll buy into this."
It's not happening.
It's not going to happen, no. But it could.
All right.
He needs to take his profits.
Very expensive. Adderfield's close to getting knocked out of this game. Rahi only needs about 80k more from this point. Adderfield can pay down some debt, make that harder, but right, there's the sell from DT.
And how much did he make? He made a fair bit. Maybe not enough to make it worth it.
Yeah, hard to say the exact amount because he was buying stock in the middle of that as well. He didn't have all of his cash committed to it. Rahi's at the buy.
He is.
Rahi needs to make that happen now before Adderfield pays down that debt.
Yes, he does. There we go. Come on. There we go. Nice.
He's got it done. And now, I don't know if you're comfortable as Rahi, but probably not feeling bad. A little bit of a strange mutiny there on the player that you just purchased. You know.
Well, he's going to want to use that. I don't know, he might be able to launch something. Yeah, he's going to launch some water off, so... I mean, he may get... What's he going to get? He's going to get one launch. No, he's not even going to get one launch. He's 3 seconds out.
Really?
Because of thinking machines, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, because thinking machines as well. Oh, that's just an awful mutiny then.
Yeah. Whoops.
I just went from kind of like... No, it just would have been an awful mutiny no matter what, but now it's just even worse.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
That's really sad. Guys, don't steal stuff from your subsidiaries. Just...
No, let them do it. That's what they're there for. Yeah, his mutiny's going to end in 3 seconds and water's going to launch in 6. Whoops. So the DT going into iron production, fuel production, optimizations, which is very nice. I mean, he should be able to make... He's making obscene money from his iron and steel. It's ridiculous.
That iron and steel, I think, is going to be enough to carry DT on through this. He is much closer to the buy than Rahi is at this point. Much, much closer.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Rahi made absolutely certain that subsidiary was not going to make any money at all.
He's taking it again. And
Really?
he's
Oh, no.
still short. He's going to have to take a third mutiny just to launch that oxygen off.
I mean, he got one off just now. But
Only because he bought a second mutiny.
I know. It's a terrible decision. It's just like, you made a mistake earlier, and now you're like trying to fix the mistake, but the mistake is actually not even fixable at this point.
No.
And it's a bit of a sunk cost fallacy going on right now. Just let it go.
Yep. Let your subsidiary run it and return the profits to you. Wow. Well, DT is going to clean this up, I would imagine. Like you say, he's halfway there. And Rahi's just, well, struggling. Perhaps he could... Maybe. No, he's too far behind. He's 500,000 behind, so... There's not a lot he can do at the moment, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot happening here. I think if those mutinies hadn't happened, Rahi might have had a chance. But I don't know. Don't do that. Don't take stuff from your subsidiary. You make me sad.
Well, as it stands, DT needs 300k.
I mean, they're pretty close in what they need. Rahi only needs about 300 as well.
Yeah, Rahi's is about 50-50.
Rahi finally blew up the subsidiary's off-world market, which I guess has the advantage that they can no longer steal the off-world market. I feel like we just have a misunderstanding about who's left in this game at this point.
Yes. That's an odd choice.
That is indeed a word for it. And DT, meanwhile, this steel hack is just gross. He's going to have enough in just a moment here. Look at this.
Oh, good lord. Yeah.
Alright, this game's over.
Give it a minute just for it to feed through and the job is done, I think. Wow.
Keep themselves after this one.
Yep. He was on a plate.
That's what we're talking about. DT falls behind on Ceres. Has like no clue what to do in the early game, it seems. Always lagging behind. And I think we saw that here again. And then just wins the late game.
Yes. Why not? One way to do it. I mean, so, well, yeah. I suppose I don't know.
I mean, why not? Is because, well, it's easier to win if you have an earlier advantage. But you know, as
Yeah,
long as you're that good in the late game, you can get away with it.
you certainly can. I must admit, I've won a lot of games just because I know how to play the end game. But Ceres, well, unforgiving. So well done to DT. He hid in a corner and let the scavengers fight it out, and then said, "Thanks very much. I'll pick you to pieces," which he did.
That was such a weird. Because we had Rainbow Ideology, who got off to had a great HQ level 1. And then just fell apart on HQ2, like immediately. Just began the process of dying. Still managed to push to 3, but wasn't able to use that to recover from the problems at HQ2, and it's just, ugh.
Yeah. It was...
Battlefield with another off-market, Rahi with black market problems, it's just...
Yeah, I think they lost it rather than DT winning it.
It did feel a little bit that way, didn't it? I mean, DT, good use of the hacker array. Good job identifying the fact that he was the only one making steel. That was important. But it did feel a little sad, didn't it?
It did, it did. There's a lot of potential with a couple of those scavengers. Well, with Rahi anyway. The other two, they were good.
Battlefield was in it for a long time until like debt went out of control, and once again, too much cash goes to this useless off-world market.
Yeah. It's the time as well, isn't it? It's not just the cost of it, it's the time to get it up and running. And when you look at the cost per, or the return profit per tile, then anything except an off-world market is far more profitable.
Absolutely, and just
you've got to get
the amount of time. You're right. The time it takes to get that return on investment is just too huge for the off-world market.
It is.
To make it all that valuable on Ceres ever.
Far too much. Wow, $1.5 million DT made on steel. That is impressive. Although he did spend nearly $1 million on it. So.
But still, I mean, that's over 500,000 profit.
Yeah.
In that source, 554. It's just, yeah.
I mean, that spanks everybody else, doesn't it? Quite massively.
That is one term for it. Another big issue that we had here was, I mean, Rahi was getting aggressive in black market, and I really like that. Not a lot of black market, once again, from our other players, it seems. 6 uses from Adderfield. Rainbow Ideology only managed to get off 2 before falling to the majority.
Yeah.
Rahi gets off a total of 9. Maybe not even enough from Rahi, whereas DT was just focused constantly on the black market. So we had, I believe, our robotic player getting off the most aggressive black market hits that game.
Which is unusual when you've got so many scavengers in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Man, DT only with 1 claim purchase. That's another interesting thing to me.
That is, yeah. I'm very surprised.
He just got the first one. And he's like, nope, we're done. That's enough.
Well, he didn't have a lot of cash though, did he? By the time he had cash to spare, I think the cost of claims was a little bit too much. He did buy that claim though, didn't he, for 24,000 later on?
That's true. He did get that auction, that debt claim.
And then he did. It turned out alright for him.
Yeah.
Not many optimizations this game.
Man, at some point I should go back and look through this replay and see how much money Rahi lost on Adderfield's off-world market. See if we can figure that out. It'd be a bit complicated once you start factoring in the subsidiaries lost cash as well, but you can just do a base, how much was spent on the mutinies, how much was spent on the resources, and go from there.
I would have a guess and say that he lost money.
Oh, he certainly lost money. Yeah, anyway.
He'll learn one day.
Hopefully this was a lesson.
I hope so. If not, we shall point him to the YouTube replay.
Alright. Don't know if there's too much more to discuss on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that next lobby up, and I'm actually going to step away from the computer for just a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to refill my beer, so...
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic.
Especially after that game.
Yeah, I need a drink after seeing that. There we go. We shall sit in the lobby for the next one. And I'll just ping the stream so I can do the replays easily.